Good morning. Thank you everyone for coming on a Sunday morning when many of us would rather be sleeping.
Or go to the church.
Sure. It's pretty amazing that we played I Am Light. I came to SHEN 5 years ago, and that video sparked something within me, and I couldn't watch it without sobbing like I was watching a very upsetting movie. So something within that sparked something in me, and the energy within me started flowing. And my life since then has never been the same. And so a lot of what I'm going to speak about today is in hopes of sparking something within each of you. Not necessarily maybe tomorrow, but something maybe down the road that might just get something moving, because it is a powerful force. It is love. And there are things in our lives that block that. And I'm here to help each of you maybe to identify and to help eliminate those blocks. I didn't go to India. I just lived in Canada with 2 kids and life. And that is how I've learned. So again, my goal is I go through some tools, and if each of you could take something away with you, then I will have fulfilled my purpose. Everybody has loved. This did say everybody loves, but it could be that right now maybe we are in a state of heavy emotion and we do not feel love for anybody. That is very real and very possible. So who here loves somebody right now? Could be something, an animal, a pet. You don't love anybody at the moment? That's possible, very possible. Okay, that's good, because I'm going to be calling on you for some help shortly. So I'd like to relay a personal story. About 4 years ago, I started dating a man, we'll call him Larry. And after about 3 months, I fell in love. And that awkward moment where it was, do I tell him, do I not tell him? Okay, I'll tell him, I love you. And there's silence on the other end. That's okay. So I said it again, I love you, and there was silence. And didn't stop me from saying I love you, but I knew there was some uncomfortableness going on there. And we went for a walk in the cemetery, and I called him out on it, and I said, it makes you feel uncomfortable when I say that, doesn't it? And he said, well, I don't really know if I love you. What does love feel like?
Yeah, that's what I want.
And yes, and I was taken aback, and I never thought that somebody couldn't know what love feels like. And at that point, that was 4 years ago, before I've learned so much about myself through my schooling and through my life. And the best thing I could say was, I don't know, it feels like I just want to eat you up. And that's not really, I've learned a lot since then. So for those of you who love somebody or something, what does that feel like for you? If you could verbalize that to people who very well may not know what love feels like. Who put up their hand? What does love, Fred, what does love feel like?
Well, love is, again, it's just resonated even stronger when I talked to my ex-Flo was in Ireland at 75 years. Love is acceptance, but it's also looking and finding that little child, if you like. Child is maybe the wrong word, but the beauty and the essence in that person that you see. The beauty, we all put up screens, tons of screens, right? Getting through those, and that's natural. But every once in love to me is where you can actual fact see that beauty. It comes and glimpses and comes and just, your point is that you could eat the person up. However, you've got to be very careful that you're not, just like Cedric said, not projecting on that. That love of essence, that individual, you see that, to me, that's love. It's just, and nothing will destroy that.
Were you going to say something, Dr. Sandra? Yes.
No, it's a connection. It's abstract. You can't put your finger on it, but you connected with someone.
Yes.
And it is there. You cannot deny it. You cannot reason, but it's that feeling of oneness with someone.
So love somebody right now, and just close your eyes and envision that person, that animal in their best behavior, the greatest, they're just their most beautiful behavior, and think about how much you love them. And expand on that feeling. And now do a body scan and tell me what physical sensations you feel in your body for those who love somebody deeply. Yeah.
It's like the heart is blossoming.
What does blossoming feel like?
Just the heart is opening.
Open.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of contracting, it's like opening completely and accepting.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody else have any descriptive words? Yeah.
Expansion.
Expanding. Yes.
I find that with the expansion there is peace.
Mm-hmm. What does peace feel like?
That all is in order.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Calm. Yeah.
Love is an extreme compassion,
Yes.
where there is no difference of anything between.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All differences vanish.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Is there another idea here?
I feel suffused with warmth.
Yes. So this is a physical sensation that we can feel. Vicki, you touched on this yesterday, that our body is our vehicle that helps us to get in touch with our spirit. And when we feel certain sensations, we can know, am I in alignment with my spirit right now or not in alignment? How does blocked love feel? What about when we're in a state of anger or frustration or anxiety? Think about a moment when you were pissed off by somebody, and go to the body. What does that feel like to feel angry? Yeah.
Attraction, the closing down,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Any other sensations? Yeah.
and the pushing away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good.
Cynicism, rationalizing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right?
Well, my family kid, when I get mad, I suck in my cheeks.
Yeah. So it's that withdrawing, right? Tightness. That's a great descriptive word. Burning, aches, physical. There are physical manifestations that are our clues to what we need to pay attention to. Why can we not all feel warmth and opening all the time? Why? Why? What stops us? From Sandy, I don't know if Sandy was here, but yesterday she mentioned when we're born all the same and in a state of just awe and love and bliss. And I mean, we didn't know it at the time, but we look at a baby and we see, how does that change? How does it change? The title of my talk gives that away. It's the subconscious, sub meaning below, conscious meaning our awareness. If being in a state of love was a conscious choice, we would all be there every day, all day, right? So there's something going on that we don't really know, that we are not aware of, that is stopping the love in our lives, or our feeling of love and that flow of love. Love is always there. It's how open we are to receiving it. So, the subconscious. Which functions in our body are carried out by the subconscious without our awareness? Breathing, yes. What else? Heart, yes. Lots of things keep us alive throughout our awareness, and it's a function of the autonomic nervous system.
Thank God we haven't think about it.
Exactly. And I won't get into the science of it, but there are two components, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. They do very different things. Anybody happen to know what the sympathetic does? Shiv?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you'll know this.
It makes you lose your marbles.
So the sympathetic is what's engaged when we're in a state of stress. It's the fight or flight. It's the, I'm going to run away from the lion that wants to eat me, or I'm going to turn and fight it, or run away and hide. The sympathetic is the opposite of that. That's what engages when we are in a state of relaxation. That's the rest and digest, that's the healing, that's when my cuts get scabbed over. There is a definite purpose to that. So the subconscious not only keeps us alive, it also helps us to do things in life that are outside of keeping us alive, like walking and talking. We weren't born being able to walk and talk. We learned it, and what we did was we trained our subconscious mind. We trained it through repeated repetition. So when we repeat the same behaviors over and over and over, we create neural pathways in our subconscious. And when it comes time to do that, I turn on that software program, and I can walk and I can talk, and it's fantastic because I can do all these things at the same time and still be alive. So thank God for the subconscious, because I'm able to walk and talk to you, and I can drive and text at the same time. So I don't. So yeah, the subconscious is responsible for keeping us alive, and it's responsible for our actions in life. We don't always know about them though. So again, it's neurological programming, it's pure science. It's what goes on within our neurology that enables us to do the things we do. So absolutely fantastic, keeps us alive, we can multitask. There's a downside. There's a downside to the subconscious. And that is the early programming that we received as children, which may have been okay at that time in our childhood, but as adults, it's not very functional for us. So if we think about the case of a little girl whose mom was upset, and she drew a beautiful picture of a sun and put so much love and effort into it, and she said, oh, my mom's so sad, I'm gonna draw this picture. And just she poured her love and creativity into this picture. And she called her mom into the room to look at the picture, and her mom shrilled in horror because the picture happened to be on the wall. So that moment, that child subconsciously created a program. When I am creative and when I show love, the result is pain. I experience pain and I hurt others. Especially when there's energy and emotion, like strong emotion put behind it, that subconscious program gets ingrained. So through repeated repetition and strong emotion, those neurological pathways get created. The software programs get written within us. They exist. We don't know it. They exist. They run automatically, just like I walk automatically. Through that, we have beliefs about ourselves. We have thoughts about ourselves. Those dictate our actions, so as the little girl drawing the picture on the wall, do you think she drew any more pictures? Nope. So that controlled her actions. Repeated actions create habits. Our habits create our identities. It's our personal reality. Who we think we are isn't necessarily the way life is. It's just our perception on life. I'd like to share a personal story related to this. Who wants to guess which one is me? It's the...
Tallest child.
No, I'm the one in the middle. Oh, the one in the middle there, yeah. Yeah, and on the other side, the one in tights. So I had a normal childhood. I grew up in Etobicoke. I went to the park. I went to school. I had gerbils. Normal. What was also normal was abuse in my house. It was normal for my mom to wear sunglasses to hide her black eyes. It was normal for my sister to get backhanded at the kitchen table by my dad's rough, leather, tough hands. That was normal. Is that functional? No, but that I created subconscious programs within me that made me believe that that's normal, and that I had to run and hide and in the face of adversity. And I developed a persona. My nickname became Mousy. I literally ran and hid under the bed when there was any kind of elevated emotion in the home. I ran and hid behind the curtains. I came to be known as Mousy, and I lived as Mousy for 40 years of my life. Did I know that? No, it wasn't until I did my personal work. And how did I do my personal work? Was through all the gifts of life that pointed to me that I needed to do my work. That's pretty dark. It's the Hulk. So my normal was aggressive, abusive male figures. Guess what I attracted into my life? I attracted the Hulk into my life repeatedly. Did I want to do that? Absolutely not. Who wants the Hulk in their life? Not me. But there was a part of me that did, because that's what felt normal. That was my software programs that were running the normal. Through my own work, through my life coaching program that I completed, I surfaced the belief that all men are mean and scary. I don't believe it. I know Fred is, but I mean,
Brenda, you told her.
so that's how I live my life. I had the software program running. I didn't even know about it. All men are mean and scary. They are not. But there was a little girl inside of me who was looking to find that to be comfortable in life. And although it sucked, there was a part of me that was like, okay, this is my normal, this is good. And that's why, who was it that mentioned, it was Cedric, I think, that said, you know, the abusive woman who at the end of telling her story of abuse says, but I love him. Because that's the normal, that's the comfort. So all that is created by our ego. It's our protective self. It's not a bad thing. It's what I needed to survive as a little girl. I couldn't run away from my abusive home. How could I? I was just a little girl. So my brilliant mind created an identity and beliefs about myself and life so that I could survive and feel safe in the home. So what that does, though, is it creates blocks. That's what blocks my love. And each time I have an experience, if you think about a window being the window of my perception and what allows love to flow in and out and just flow through me, every time I have one of those experiences, I'm throwing mud on my window, and it alters my perception. It alters my ability to receive and to give love. So emotion is just energy and motion. Has anybody heard that expression before, right? So when I'm angry, I guarantee you will not forget that I did that, because there was that passion behind it. That's me projecting energy. I just created a neurological pathway within you, right? So when I had life experiences that were fueled with that power and that energy, the subconscious program gets made. It affected our lives, but we can use it. We can leverage that to heal and to remove those blocks, to surface them and replace them with functional beliefs. Men are loving, men are kind. We just need to clean our windows. Sounds easy. So here we go, back to the body. So everybody clap your hands just once. Good. Do it again a little bit harder. Good. In a moment, I'm going to ask, you really need to do this, okay? In a moment, I'm going to ask you to clap your hands really hard. Just once. Just once. After you do it, close your eyes and feel. Feel the body sensations, okay? And then blurt out what you feel. So I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, clap. It's hard to count. Wait, I didn't count. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.